How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical and welcome to a new save in Crusader Kings III. Now, I've got two DLCs active for this because I really want to do Iberia and then a little sub-story. My partner thought she would treat me to the Iberia DLC and bought the Persia one. Yeah. So, we've got two DLCs, but we're in Iberia. We are in 867. We are doing the struggle for Iberia. And then it's what nations that we want to do here. We've already done an easy playthrough as of now, so I would like a medium. I want to do a lot more in the religious aspect of the game, where I didn't really do too much last time. So we are going to go with, and I am dyslexic, I am going to crucify every name, everything, but I will try my best. We're going to go with Ibn Marwan. Sounds good, right? He is a Duke of Bados, which we are currently a vassal, which hopefully that's not going to be the case for too long. And we rule this little area here as highlighted when we go over. Now, the struggle for Iberia. The old powers of Iberia are breaking. In the north, which I assume is going to be all of this, Astorius, we'll just go with it. I'll just make it up, is rife with ambitious vassals straining to be free. In the south, Al-Andorlius, I don't know, sounded good, waxes strong but faces rumblings of discontent. The border military districts mutter about independence, and intrigue plagues the ruling Umads. Hungry foreign powers eye Iberia's rich lands. Interesting. Right, centuries in the making, the Iberian struggle enters a new phase, and whether it ends in blood or brotherhood lies on the roll of a dice. And then we've got our leader. Iben? We'll go with Iben until someone corrects me. 48, so we might not be hanging around for too long. A rogue at heart, Marwin has a tremulous relationship with his liege. Again, we are a vassal under our liege. But enjoys strong support from the Mozarabs in his domain, and might in truth have more in common with them and their faith. He has carved out a stronghold in Bados, which is going to be our little location here. In the west, the zealous Bajudanas, which is actually the easy start, clan grows ever more opposed to his rule over the lower marsh. Interesting. Might in alliance with Fonzo III, ever optimistic king, help you gain crown of your own. Interesting. And I think Alfonso III is the ruler of Catalonia or whatever that culture is. We'll go with Spain, even though it's not formed yet. Anyway, let's go. And here we are with our start. So, the Iberian struggle looks like a fun little mechanic in itself of this region and in this time, which is why I was so excited to dive into this for my first DLC. Plus, the area interests me, and I feel like that's a nice way to start. The Iberian Peninsula is in turmoil, a conflict born of its storied past. Outsiders convent the land, and the great Muslim and Christian powers seek to sway its people. But those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. I will not let slip my vision for my homeland. By Allah, House al-Yidklid, not even close, will weather the storm and see my will fulfilled. So, we are, one of the involved participants in this Iberian struggle. The region is currently in a phase of opportunity. Your actions and those of other participants will determine the future phases of the struggle and its ending. Sort of like a story in its own, which is going to be really, really interesting. And these are all the phases that we have. Now, the good thing about the Iberian struggle is, war-wise, it gives us... Basically, we don't have to spend as much prestige, or we could use gold instead to actually get claims and stuff like that. Mercenary hire cost is low, which is interesting. We could do something with that. Then we've got culture. So learning new, increasing development of a county with a different culture increases cultural acceptance. Okay, important to know all that sort of stuff. Learning a new language provides prestige. Okay, which I suppose leans us into the peaceful avenue of the Iberian struggle rather than the war, is my understanding. Faith. So converting and involved faith is less expensive. Holy wars cannot be declared in the struggle region. Interesting. So I don't know if because I know the Crusades in the later years come in. So I wonder how that works here. It seems like maybe not. But the Crusades might be different because you just get a boost, but we'll see. And other, and then all the other things that we get. Loads of schemes unlocked and interesting things. It looks really, really fun. So take hold of fate. Okay. So it gives us our little bit of land here, and then everything else that's kicking off. If we zoom out, then we can see how much our ruler actually has. And the Muslims, or the Islamic faith, is actually quite strong in this day and age. Let's have a quick wander of everything else that's around. So Ireland split up, Scotland split up, England split up, France still looking pretty beefy. I'd imagine they're one of the beefier nations in this time period, and it'll be interesting to see what changes, because as I play this more and more, I'm more interested to see what nations consistently become good and consistently become bad. So we've got the Iberian struggle. So this is obviously going to be a struggle to learn. Do you see what I did there? But we're going to go through it. So when we click on it, it shows us our current phase is opportunity. I can't see where it says what the next phase is going to be. So that's going to be something we're just going to have to find out, because I don't want any spoilers or anything like that. Review struggle involvement. So we can see, I assume this is all the people that are characters can participate in the Iberian struggle as interloper or involved. So I imagine they're all the people that are involved. We've got hostility. This is one of the phases in the Iberian struggle. Tensions flare, tempers fray in this phase. Okay. Hostility ending decisions. Interesting. And then conciliation. This is one of the phases again. During this phase, relations within the people of Iberia will grow cordial. That outsiders find their permissiveness difficult to fuzz, which then would land interfaith marriages are particularly common. Okay. Catalysts towards hostility, and then it gives me all the stuff. If I click on this, it will then show me catalysts towards conciliation. I wonder what happens more than not. I would imagine the hostility, but we're going to have to find out. Thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat if you want to join the Discord, and exclamation mark YouTube if you want to see all this cut up in a beautiful form. I probably should make sure as we're going up that Nightbot is actually on. My bad, as we just stare at France. There we go. All right. So, going over the Iberian struggle and what that holds. We're going to go over the area and then sort of what we're planning, because our last save of time of recording was Ireland, which was an easy start, but I feel like I've learned a lot to be able to try and briefly pretend that I can micromanage, or meta play, I suppose is the better, not micromanage. Right. So, we've got 2 wars. We've got this first one. War claim. Okay, which looks like to be Afonso III, which is currently Astorius, is what I'm going to go for. I know that's not even close. I'm dyslexic. I try my best. So, it looks like these two great powers in the Iberian region are going to war. We've got another one, a rebellion. I would imagine this is to try and break free. Yep, to become independent. And that is with that nation there. Again, soldiers is roughly the same. I don't know why we're not shown in here. Actually, they have more, but I would imagine he's got more vassals to be able to join in. I'm not really sure. And we can see there's lots of itty-bitty nations in here. If I go to like... But yeah, lots of opportunities for us. What we do know, if we go into the council, we can see our lieges council, and we are on the council as a marshal, which then does give us bonuses, 3+ prowess, -15, army gold maintenance, levy side, all that sort of stuff, which is actually really good. Meaning there's a massive importance to try and get on this council in any way, shape or form. If we get into a spy master, we could perhaps do something interesting. Maybe then suck up to him, kill him off, try and see what we can do. Right. So we're going to go through the motions, set up everything, and then sort of plot what... I hate these question marks. No lifestyle given. So we are... I believe we were 48 when we checked. So we're 48. We have a lot of traits that sort of go to being very aggressive, very army-focused, very war-focused. So we've got quick, aggressive attacker. Love that. Blade Master seems awesome. Strategic, brilliant. Like... pretty amazing, which is nice. So we'd probably be silly early on not to go like this, because the minute there is war, and I mean we're in the war at the minute, we can just start kicking behind. It actually looks like we've got a lot of these traits already, which is actually gorgeous. Strict organization, I'm just seeing. Fort level is always good. Another +4 prowess. Like, we could take advantage of this guy being so good at war early on. So I'm going to go... Oh, the prowess is actually really... Battle advantage. See, we could go onto, like, chivalry. Because experience, I don't know if I care too much for, just because we've got a lot of the lifestyle unlocked as it is. So I think I'd prefer the prowess. Reflects the character's aptitude in personal combat. Means they are more likely to survive, which would be good. Each point of prowess gives a knight. So let's go there. It also gives us... What was that? Battle advantage. So let's go there. We're ready for war, so let's go to war. Now, then, we've got a little bit of junk in the trunk in terms of cash. But we're above the main limit, which is a little bit awkward. Too few spouses. Who is my heir, then? My heir is nothing special. Again, Marshall is already high. Let's educate kids, and we will do it just because we are so strong. We will find a spouse, because this will get us an alliance off the bat, because I am wondering if we are going to be able to declare war. It looks like we've got quite a few armies we can, or places we can go to war with, and when I click on one of these, we get some interesting options. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, then none of them are going to be the one that I want now. Oh, there were some other options outside this. Okay, now I've embarrassed myself. Right. So, let's do all the technical stuff. So let's get Guardians in. We are actually a really, really, really good option. And we want people with good traits. Send proposal. Right, not employing court physician, get that in. Right, no one that's good, so we'll go straight into... Oh, tax druid, that's a new button. Oh, that is a new button that I did not see before. So these are the people that... Oh, it's my tax collector. And I can replace him. Levies contribution. These are the levies gained from all your taxpayers. Okay. Change tax. Basic tax. Okay, then it should... Oh, okay, interesting. We do get more piety. Okay, this lowers, but then... Okay, this is really interesting. Lowers levies, but monthly income while at war. And then these ones, I imagine we can't do yet. Okay, so we'll... See, this is just basic taxes. We'll just leave that for the moment, but that's actually really interesting. We can actually control how much tax everyone is giving us much more easier. I like that button a lot. That's a great addition. My son needs a guardian. Again, we're just looking for people with good traits. You there. That's fine. Like I said, I've learned a lot from my first save, so I'm hoping I can use that to actually, like, springboard us a little bit. Right. I don't need to marriage, do I? No. So, that is my lover. That is fine. You don't have the appropriate number of spouses from someone from your faith. Should you marry... So, where does it tell me... Marriage... Oh, I can have up to 4 spouses. Okay. Interesting. Interesting in the terms of alliances and stuff like that we can make. I was about to say, so in the description at the beginning of the game, it did say that Emery did not like us. That is true. We do technically have a bigger army. And to be fair, with our prowess and stuff, we could probably take him as is. So the question is sort of where do we want to go with this? A courtier. The problem is we want... Let's go alliance power. So would any of these get me a religion if... So not a religion. Right, so that's a foreign ruler. So I don't want someone sort of over here would be good. Because I learned last time out having alliances that are far away is actually a pain when you need them because, you know, they're far away. So I think I'd rather an alliance that is closer. Oh, you're trying to break away at the moment. Or are you there? Okay. I wish it was a little bit easier to see where people are located. Right. Let's go to relevance. Because something that I didn't do last time is actually look for good traits. And get good... Why do I lose legitimacy? You had some good traits. See, look, like you got a quick trait there. Oh, you're... I wonder if it's... Is it because they're not... Is it the faith? No. I wonder if it's because they're not part of a house. Right, I might go... Let's just check who's at war here. So I'm at war with you. Okay, so their flags are there, so that would be fine. Feels weird to have more than one partner. Greedy, zealous, paranoid. No great traits, though. Let's have a quick scroll down. Oh, these are all out of houses, which is obviously not good. I mean, we can get traits in another way. That is fine. We can just keep trying to marry people. Right, let's grab you. We do get an alliance. Let's go there. So you are that one there, correct? And quick. I think quick's from me, though. And then send proposal. Then we haven't got a court physician. We're going to come down here to decisions. Search for a physician, because I know how important that is. Now, I don't know how prevalent plagues are at this year that we're starting, but we do need to be careful. Let's go to military. Let's go to knights. Let's make sure... Right, recruit you. You're a great knight. And another good knight. So let's have that immediately. Now, we do have one domain more. So how do I see... I'm trying to click on these to see how much tax I'm getting from them all. And that's how I'm going to judge the one I'm... Oh, that's a really rich region. So that, I think this is the worst tax, right? Yeah. So I'll give this one away. You can grant titles. Question is who do I want to give it to? My tax collector, 24. Could give it to my son. He's only 9, though. Right, let's go opinion of me first. Could give it to my spy master. That would help. It's at 15. Actually, look for traits and stuff like that. So can I just give it to you? He will become my Have I got any other vassals at the moment? I don't, do I? 8 vassals? Is there a vassal? No. No, I think that is... It says 8 vassals, but I'm assuming... It says these are all my vassals. I'm a bit confused who's got what, in all honesty. So they're all minor landholders. Does that just mean... I wonder if that just means they're like... Yeah, I think it means... They're like the mayors and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grant this to... Muffreri. That was terrible. Got some really, really good traits. And then I'm going to grant that. The new domain sign will be 4 out of 4 because going over, I'm not collecting maximum taxes, stuff like that. So no, I'm not getting any penalties at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to grant that immediately so we don't get any penalties. We're not getting any penalties at the moment, but I think just getting rid of that. Right, so we have got one vassal. And our vassal loves us for it. So I'm then going to go to the council. Arrange marriage. Well, first of all, is he married? He is not. So let's arrange a marriage. Can I do it with him? Let's see if I can get it with me, imagine. Let's see if I can get someone with decent traits. Quick. So early on, we're going to do a lot of this. We're going to play this very clever. Right, how do I... Right, how do I click him? I thought he was clicked. Arrange marriage. Sender, recipient. Pass? Is it because he's my vassal I can't marry him off anymore, I'm wondering. Yeah, because these come up with, or a couple of them come up with fines. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. But I can get one for him, so find spouse. So again, we're looking for traits, good traits. Nothing great. 2 seconds. Okay. So we'll go with that person there. Children of this marriage will not be born into a house. That's fine. The aim of the game is to get people good around us in our council. Send proposal. And I can't do anything else around here. I've got a couple of people that don't like us. Let's see why. No alliance is powerful. Low legitimacy? What is our legitimacy? Okay, yes, it starts very low. Okay. We've got a little bit of gold left, so I would like to then see if we can build anything in our castle, because everything around us hasn't had anything really built, which does give us free range. Now, I thought about this, and it's basically, do we go for development growth early? Or do we worry about army? And I think we're going to play the long game, because one thing I have found out about this game is if you expand too quickly and are not watching stuff, problems happen. Now, I do need 150 gold, but I think I wait for the trade ports. I feel like... I'm not sure how a galley gets in. Oh, there's a river there. But we're going to go trade ports, get a development up really quickly. Our development is what gives us, I believe, all the research and stuff. So if we go in here, we can see this is our, this is a really important tab, and it's proper hidden away, I think. And these are like our level of researchers and what the effects get. So currently, it's a lot of bonuses to like armies and whatnot. What we're going to go for... What are we going to go for? The cultural heads. Unlocks fortification buildings. Camera crew. I think they're like catapults, right? Yeah. Which would be important. Armored footmen. Very, very important. Now, we will get all these like passively as we go through, but obviously we can click on one. We can prioritize it, is my understanding. Yes, so if I look at the others, expected to be discovered in 370 57 years. But if I click on one, then it speeds it up. So I actually wonder if we go for armored footmen first, which is not what I would normally do. But I think it's a close decision. I just think we're going to be at war a lot. Fortification buildings, those primarily function to increase their holdings fort level or provides advantages. Yeah, we're going to go with this to get armored footmen, because if we can get them up quickly, it just means we're going to be able to actually punch someone in the face. And then we got currency as well. So getting our development up early, I think, is the move. So we wait until we got that 150 gold and we do that. I did think about going really militarily in quickly, get all our armies up and boost. But I think long term, and we have to think long term, it's going to be better. Right, we can station some troops. So let's station them. Just looking for the best boosts. So at the moment, what have we got? Pikemen, light horsemen, bowmen. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't love that. But we haven't really got the money to change that, so we're just going to keep that as is. Right, and then our tax thing has... We have one untaxed vassal even. So how do we change that? I wonder if it's because it hasn't ticked over yet. I'm hoping. We'll keep an eye on that. So, I don't know if we need to do too much in the wars that we're in. We're just going to have to sort of go and then see whatever house happens in this Iberian struggle. And then it's a case of keep recruiting knights, keep recruiting good people into our court, have good people around us, look for them good traits, and we're going to be onto a winner-winner chicken dinner, and I'm going to have a swig of my drink. See, I'm a proper gamer in this game. Spent nearly 40 minutes and we haven't even unpaused it yet. I'm learning a lot more, so I sort of know what I should be doing now, roughly, with some stuff, and then learning the other stuff. Now, so we're in 2 wars. So I don't know if we want to join in on these. So I'm just going to go to speed 2 and then unpause it. Right, so our vassal is now getting taxed. Lovely, it just needed to tick over. And when we get to 150 gold, we're going to build our first trade port. See the army that's coming over here. I'm going to double check. Yeah, it doesn't say we're part of this, so I'm going to leave this and see what happens. Gladly accept your marriage proposal. Okay. And we do get an alliance through that. We are going to see who else we can pick off to see if there are any easy pickings. Let's go speed 3 and we're just going to watch. If we have to raise an army, we will. I would rather not, just to get more tax money, and it's not us directly getting impacted. So altitude is excellent. Oh, it's 50 coins. That's terrible. So we can get a good or an excellent, both for 50 coins. So we'll do this one. How old are you? 41. So let's get her in. She's 19, a little bit younger. There we go. Used 50 coins, sadly, but let's go on speed 3. Looks like our liege is actually going to lose this. Let's go speed 4. Okay, so let's pause. To the amicable, you and I should be friends, not foe. Please accept this gift in exchange for your signature on a treaty of mutual goodwill. So if I accept it, I get a truce. And he does pay 85 gold coins, which is actually nice because it replaces the ones that I just lost. And that's him there. I don't mind to get a truce with that. For 85 coins, that's really fine. Because what that allows me to do immediately is to go into my capital. And then immediately get a trade port. Get that development growth going quickly. Take 2 years to finish, but we're going to go quite development growth heavy to see how that plays off, because I let that slip in my last save, or didn't start building buildings until it was sort of too late, or, you know, I can't really benefit from it maybe. Right, let's go. So, I wonder if that means I can declare war inside here sort of on my own. You look interesting to snack on. Does create a problem next to you, but it seems like they might want to snack on them. So I'd rather get them before you do. Can I have a look at the land itself? Oh, it looks more beneficial to get to this coastline to go for these two. So I wonder how this works. I might have to save it, but it should show me. See, I don't know what happens with if I'm under my liege and I'm declare a war. We are going to find out. So, like, declare war. This is what I'm saying about the new options. So we've got a border raid. So you gain gold in proportion to the development of the target county, which is quite good. A building may also be destroyed. No title will change hands. Struggle clash. You vassalize the contested title, destroying any titles the holder has that are higher than mine. So I'm thinking of, like, going for a quick grab on these two. Remember when I said about going slow? See, this is quite a tax-heavy province. I wonder if I grab this first. Access to the sea doesn't matter too much, but to get a rich province immediately seems quite good. They have no alliances. So it doesn't say... So if I go for the struggle clash, it looks like I can just grab them. I am going to save. I don't think my liege will come in. I would imagine the game would tell me, but obviously I've had no experience as a vassal. And there's nothing that says, like, don't declare war. So I'm hoping I'm understanding this correctly. So we'll go for struggle clash. It's the best taxation place that we can grab immediately. I should probably check before I make that statement. That's my liege, so I can't go after that. We made a truce with them. We've got this one here, taxes low. Them up there. The only problem with going there is I don't want to be open season on all the Castilian nations that are trying to form. I will call them Castilian nations, but you know what I mean, the Christian forces. So let's grab this one here. So declare war, struggle clash, declare war. We then go to our rally point. Raise everyone there. I will call an ally in just in case. That's why we've got them. And then we will grab that immediately, and then we will take stock. Right, so let's go speed 3 as we raise our army. And then we can see them forming their army. Now, our army should be massively superior. We've got 6 knights to their 5. They've got bowmen. What is... Oh, no, it's knights. Have they just got bowmen? Well, we'll smash them up if that's the case. I will wait for my ally, I think, but let's pull these down. If that's all they've got, this is probably the easiest start we could get. We do need to obviously build up strength quite quickly, because we have literally claims on everyone immediately, which probably means everyone has claims on us. Okay, that's my ally joining. I panicked for a second. Let's go speed 3. I mean, if they're just 380, I'm going to stomp them immediately and not worry about my ally. Let's go speed 4. Unpause. That would work. I'm like, why is stuff not going? Right, I'll go to stomp them immediately then. We've got better soldiers, better knights, better everything. Yeah, they can't even compete with that. And the thing is, I think yeah, so our light horsemen are tearing their bowmen up. Not that they had enough anyway. Alright, and then we just siege. So let's go speed 5 while we siege. After winning another game of chess against myself. What? I can't help but think that perhaps my towering intellect could improve this game somewhat. But what change would make the most sense? Ooh. The king is clearly too weak. Gain prestige. The bishop should be stronger. And then I get clergy opinion plus 5. For the moment, with what I'm doing, I'm just going to go prestige, because gaining prestige does give me... But gaining faith... Let's go prestige for the moment. Just because we are doing some prestige stuff, it costs a lot less, but we still want to be careful. Right, let's unpause and take the city. I think this was a really good first move. Okay, your liege has passed the law limited crown authority. Titles can be revoked. So could he take this all away from me immediately? I mean, we're about to find out. It's going to be our first lesson. War declared on me. May your years be short and miserable. It seems there is no recourse for our dispute other to settle them on the battlefield. Oh, that's the guy that hates us immediately from the beginning. So we will rally the troops. We will call our ally in. Luckily, we have a good ally for this. I want to finish our war, wrap what we're doing up down here, watch our capital. Our ally is nearby. If we can wrap this war up immediately, that would be great. Our ally does join. We pause the game. Strategy impasse. I'm sitting around the map table with Musab, Sheik, move. I'm going to muller the names. I'm very sorry. I am trying, though. Discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Musab bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our armies. I mean, that failed against the Romans, but the Romans aren't here yet, so. While Murph sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. So we could get both strategies and we get improved offense and defense. I think because I am so aggressive. Oh, I don't want to lose opinion, though. So we'll go with both. We'll go with both. So for 5 years, we get better attack and defense. So we're about to take this siege. This fight over here. They have got one ally. We do outnumber them. I'm going to hope our forces are a little bit stronger. Let's come out of this war first, because we will get some stuff. Because we'll get prestige or legitimacy, which we do want. We get a lot of gold, which we could use to obviously improve a lot of things. Right, let's come back to this. Normally I would jump on this little army, but I want to get one more done. So, whoops, pause. So we enforce demands here. So be it. And we already grow. We already grow, which is huge for us. And then we've got a vassal down here who absolutely hates us. So, I'm not his rightful liege. I'm going to do a scheme. I love how you can spend gold to destabilize them. That's actually really interesting. But I'm going to try and sway him. I'm going to try and bring him over to my way of thinking. Get him friends, get him comfortable under my rule, and then we can live the dream. Right, now I want to move over. Looking at the golds. So let's have a look at their armies. Camel cavalry, spearmen. Or pikemen. So they counter cavalry. And the cavalry counter cavalry. Oh, they're very against cavalry. So I could spend 75. I think we should be okay. I would like to spend all my money to just upgrade my lands. I'm just going to turn my light on. The problem is I want to spend all the gold to just upgrade some stuff. Right, let's click here. Let's just see what is the counter. Some light footmen would be huge early on. Right, let's leave it like this for the time being. And let's move over. I might be able to take this really quickly if I'm careful. I would like to play whack-a-mole because, as I can see, they're trying to join up. Like, I could take his capital in 6 months and get some loot, which could be interesting. He is going to go for my capital, though. Let's go speed 4. He's not. My troops could be very useful in your conflict. We need only to agree a price. Ooh. Ooh. Fellow vassal with 300 troops. I think I'm okay. Let's go speed 5. Problem is, this is going to be quite slow. We don't have anything to, like, properly siege yet. We will get there. Right, let's quickly take this, because this is... There we go. I'm sitting in on a strategy meeting with the Sultan, which is my liege, discussing our plans for the ongoing war. The Sultan has decided to take a hands-off approach, allowing both my nemesis, that I'm at war with, which does give me improved defense and it gives me improved offense and gives him improved defense. I think I'd still rather the offense just for the fatal casualties, in all honesty. That's interesting how he's letting us do whatever we want, though. I wonder if there is a decision where he can pick a side, which is interesting. Because it might actually help me doing all this while my liege is at war. Right, let's move up. We've taken his capital. And now we're going to move up. Let's go speed 3. Not more gold in the kitty. We have some really, really strong people. Like, we've got as best knights as we can get. Probably should have summoned some knights before we went on. So how many knights have they got? They have 12 altogether. We have 12 as well. I've only... Bowmen. Remind me what bowmen are good at. They count as skirmishers. Oh, they have no skirmishers. I should have taken the... They might be able to take me here. What are skirmishers good at? Oh, I wish I could see... Is there a wiki? I want to see lights. What are they called? Footman. No? All pages? Light footman, heavy cavalry. Okay. So what terrain are we fighting on? Plains. Light cavalry are really good in plains. I could boost my light cavalry by 1. Right, so I boosted my light cavalry by 1. So I'm hoping my army... Yeah, my army's getting boosted a little bit, so I'm at 16k now. They are backing off. Unraised soldiers is 1. So let's raise everything here. And then we'll move them over to my army. Right. They are running. Now, it could be line. Let's see where they go first before I make a decision. Problem is, they're going to the mountains, and I don't fight amazing in mountains. Shifting interests is, I was watching Muntasir play with the other children when Ali tried to push him over. The moment did not last long, as Munster soon had made an entirely new game out of it and forgotten the previous game. It's fickle. Wouldn't mind someone really good at raffle. Forgiving. No, let's go. Give him raffle. It gives us a bit of stress, but that's okay. I feel like it's going to be quite war heavy around here, so we might as well try and lean into it. Right, they're going miles away up there, so I'm going to go to their capital over here. We're going to get a lot of gold for them attacking us and be able to punish them. Let's go speed 4. Yeah, oh no, now they're coming back. I'm happy to take their capital, though. I'm not going to play Kiss Chase if I don't have to. A creeping suspicion. There is something odd about my vassal. He likes me, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. Perhaps it's just my imagination running amok. Perhaps it is just my imagination running amok. Nevertheless, the ominous feeling keep me up. I'll get the stress. I trust him. Semi likes me. Right, let's siege this down really quick. We've got 6 months. Let's go speed 5. Enemy army. Have they joined? They have. Interesting. Looks like everyone does hop onto wars around here. We're still looking good with the numbers that we've got, though. We do need to start being a little bit careful. I might then spend a little bit more. Neutral army. Okay. Hostile army. Oh, we're being raided. Okay. I was very confused for a minute. Right, we're about to siege that one. So we're at plus 47% of the war. We're now going to slowly move over here. We want to stay on plains, though. Yeah, better commander, but they have more, they have better quality. They are backing off, though. Right, I'm going to move into here. Can now get a new park. I mean, more knights would be glorious. Fort level, that's control. Gets more prowess, plus 4. Reduces the risk of commanding. Knight effectiveness would be actually huge, so let's go down there to get that. A lot of gold. I'm going to keep checking. The problem is they do have a lot of... I'm trying to... Wish it had in other games, it has like, you can press T and get like that menu up. I have a lot of bowmen. What do the bowmen, what terror? They don't actually mind hills. Problem is my light horsemen. Okay, I shouldn't have built more light horsemen. Should have built more pikemen and fight them in the hills, but that's fine. They don't get a negative, the bowmen, so it's not the end of the world. It's like the rebellion is going to win, which would be very, very interesting. See, they would accept white peace here. The problem is I'm in such a position where I think I might be able to get something out of this. So, military-wise, I'm still making a lot of tax. I'm going to increase my pikemen. Age of knowing my son and heir hoovers into the limbo between childhood and adulthood. I have taught him enough to understand the truth, and he is still young enough to have an open mind. I want to induct him into the service of God. It is now or never. He deserves to know the Lord's power. 100%. He gets a secret opinion of me. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's go speed 3. Oh, nah, my liege has just won a big, big war there. Got unraised. Well, let's go to the capital to just regroup. Is that an enemy? That is an enemy army there. I could go stomp them. And they are in this war, so that would help my war score. Could be quite an easy win. So let's go play whack-a-mole. I have to cross that bridge, sadly. I can chase him across. That's he's going to regroup with the others. I'm going to be a bit too slow. I don't mind chasing him into the hills. Oh, I catch him there. Brilliant. And the light horsemen and the bows make short work. Right. Yeah, the AI is not silly. It's grouping up. But that's 98% completed here. So I've only got to do one more little thing and I'm okay. So I wonder if I can get it by a cheeky little siege. They are unsieging their own lands though. So let's go speed 4. I'm going to jump straight back onto it. Take 5 months. I know what I'm doing here. Your liege lost their war. Pause, pause, pause. Okay. Has been triggered. You win a war. You started against another. Okay. Iberia is waking up. So they are independent now. Huge. Right, I'm going to take this. Let's get me a little bit of loot. They are sieging me, but they're not sieging anything important. Let's go speed 4. And they're sieging something there. A prisoner in a... Oh, no. I'm going to die already. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would all come to a halt until my death. Lately, I've been feeling a constant malaise, and everything takes more effort than before. I'm worried that if I lie down, I might not get up again. There's no doubt my time is running out. I feel I can do naught but wait the death's sweet embrace to claim me. That is devastating. Damn. That is... Oh, I'm at 100% though, which is actually really, really good. Enforce the demands. I get 200 or go enforce. That is perfect timing. I gain the legitimacy, prestige, and others. Nice. Disbands that. That is perfect timing, as we're about to lose my awesome general slash leader. At 50, I suppose we'll go to my player heir that is at... he's only 15. We'll need to find him a spouse. Anyone with good traits. Giant. No alliance, though. The giant gives pronus +6. I feel like having some giants around here would be quite good. Also quick. Just a nice little trait, I'm not going to lie. I want to keep away from too many negative ones. Fertility +10%. I wouldn't hate, I'm going to be honest. Just to make sure we get more heirs in. No war crimes so far, chat. No war for crimes so far. We're doing things. We're making moves. We're making stuff happen. Possessed? Never seen that before. I think we go with fertility just to make sure we get more heirs in. We don't want an accident happening and the save ending before it even begun. We don't get any negatives here. No, I get minus relevance, alliance, power. We're all so young. So devastating to lose such go with causing problems. That's my go-to. Problem is our king is about to die really, really early on. Oh yeah, so if we marry someone that hasn't got any land, we're getting a -200 penalty. Which is crazy. So we could get an alliance there for 1,000. It's probably the way to go. And not a bad... So let's make sure our heir is fine. Above the main limit, I believe that is because we are about to die. Let me go to the council. Can you do manage domain? There we go, and we're 4 out of 4, so we don't have to give up any more territory, which is obviously beautiful. We won 2 battles very early on, which is very nice. This guy down here absolutely hates us. What is he good at? I mean, he's unlanded. I'm going to swap him out for the guy that hates me to try and get the guy that hates me to like me. Yeah, so he's at -58 now, which is fine. Intrigue. We're trying to sway him to try and get him to like us a little bit more. We're playing the diplomacy game. Now, we have lots of gold, so let's go to our capital quickly. So we did get the small harbour, which gives us the development growth. We need 250 to upgrade it. I think we probably do that straight off the bat, right? So now what's... So I never know what's better. To like build loads of trade ports or just upgrade the one. So this gives us 0.3 a month and 5+. What does a level 2 do? It's actually the same. Ah, I see. But then later on, we can get rid. I will check the prison. I don't think we got any prisoners. If I can remember where that is. Oh, we have. Good shout. Good shout, chat. No ransom. Ah! For 50 coins. Thank you, chat. I know there's a reason why I keep you all around. I can't ransom anyone else out. Let's have a look where they are. Right. I want to see, because... What is house arrest? Okay. That's my one useful comment of the week. I enjoy nothing but gibberish from here on out. It's going well. Right. You've got some good stats. Remind me what negotiate. Okay, so I can choose to recruit them, but they will lose opinion on me. Which they will hate me anyway. But it's one thing I need to get better at. If there's people in here that are good, to then start bringing them in. Brilliant strategists, fodder. Like, I like you. So I'm going to negotiate release and recruit. You don't really have a choice. And then you have fortune builder. There's quite a few people in here. Torturer. Gonna have a lot of people that hate us, so we do need to take that into consideration. Just like early on, get some cool people around us. I feel like this is... I mean, I'm doing something. I don't know if it's anything good. Well, I've already ransomed you off. You aren't... wounded. Health severe penalty. I'll leave you there. Okay. So let's wait for all that to go through. Everything over here is okay. More importantly, our liege losing that war is actually huge because that does weaken him a lot. We need to hope that my king doesn't die immediately. Did the marriage go through with my heir? Not yet. We have to get ready for my, I suppose it's not my king, it's my duke. We are the duke. Which is disappointing, but it's fine. Right. Let's go through here. Yeah, that's fine. Releasing all them. And then I believe I then marry them off and stuff like that, and then get more people around me with good traits. One thing I didn't mess about with too much, last save was with all this and trying to actually commission artifacts and stuff. And like actually equipping them, forgetting that I can even do that. So I would like to obviously do that a little bit more because that seems obviously very, very strong. Can I appoint you as both? Hey, very nice. I want to go council and the other thing to the steward to go to development as well. I don't know where my capital is. You put me under pressure. Don't put me under that much pressure. Right, go there. Increase development, which is perfect. And you have cash. Thank you, chat. So we're going to go to our capital and the small harbour or the trade port that we built. We're going to upgrade that to give us more development growth and more taxes, which is obviously BEA beautiful. And then we've got 46 coins left. So not a bad start. Not a bad start whatsoever. Right, let's continue. Scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we not... Oh, God. While we do not know who someone is plotting to kill me. I mean... I'm gonna die anyway. I'm literally at death's door. I mean, who on my court would hate me? Like, who on my court hates me? Don't answer that. My, nemesis is on the court as well, which I did not realise. With an attitude like that, it's inevitable. Right, lives or gold? Gold is the lifeblood of the realm. We can control this outbreak. Oh, please don't say. Lieber fever, okay. I mean, I'll take the stress. I'm going to die anyway. Which is a great attitude to have. Okay. Anything else I should be doing in here? I hope you enjoyed that, party people. If you want to see the cut version, head over to the real channel at Tazastical and enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you next time. Bye.